Okay, so it has been like a hot minute since I've been able to film another sketchbook vlog. There was like so much going on. And yeah, but I finished this sketchbook technically last year. I just hadn't had the time to finish, like to actually film it. And every chance that I got was like my camera kept dying or like something else happened. And it got really annoying, so I kind of just stopped wanting to record like a sketchbook tour for a while. But now I'm back at it again. I don't mind the dirtiness of the table. I'm actually not at home filming, so this is also new for me. So if I talk very quiet, that's probably why. But yeah, this when did I finish this? I didn't even write it down. Okay, that's cool. It says started March 2017. That's how bad this is. Okay, so the inside, this is like, I feel like I always treat the front and back like scrap. Like I just put anything anywhere. This was a list of Womptober prompts that I did not get to. I didn't do Womptober for 2022, but I did do part of it this year. I'm still like 10 days late. We're already almost in December and I'm 10 days late for Womptober, but it's fine. I'll get to that too. Yeah, so this is a note because in 2022 I went to Dusseldorf for Dokomi back in June, I think. And so I flew all the way to Germany for a convention in Europe that I've never been to before, but I'll get to that. So these first few pages are going to be like drawings from 2017. Some old Suki stickers. I feel like I've put them on my other sketchbooks before. Convention planning for outfits and just like, oh yeah, because I went to Japan in 2017 in the spring with some friends. Outfits that I don't think I might have worn that one. Oh, I'm still very set on like using the IB rubric, so I wrote a few things down here. I want to like print it out properly and stick it in each sketchbook just so I have a frame of reference. Yeah, Lance and Modern Humboldt. I think if you watched my previous sketchbook tours, you'd see that how much of like into Voltron I was at the time. And then suddenly, several years later, is it 5 years later? Something like that, but yeah. So I whip out this sketchbook and it was already kind of like difficult to get a feel for because it has like the dot grid patterning. So it already makes the pages look busy. And that's actually something I'm having trouble with now because my sketchbooks don't have the dot grid. So now my spreads don't look as like full. And so I got some of the Tobonichi Inuyasha stamps, stickers. I tried to use gouache again, and Poscas, gouache and Poscas, and I still don't know how to use it, so it's just me like fooling around. And then I tried to fill up my old fountain pen with this like glittery black ink that I've had for years, and it's like really cool, but then it keeps clotting because I never use it, so. Just like random sketching, like cataloging how many Poscas I have. It's like very all over the place, I feel like. Like there's no real like theme. Trying to change out the glitter ink and it blots all over the place. Convention planning for SoccerCon last year. I got a table and I shared it with my friend, and that was so challenging. I don't know if I put a spread in for it, but either way, yeah, like the lack of internet connection is just like devastating. Like you couldn't even make a phone call. These stocks are never accurate because I end up always bringing more or less of stuff. And Baby's first chopstick stickers. So obviously a child can't use chopsticks, so I wanted that. And then I wanted to do all the characters with different like utensils, but I never got around to it, so it's just these two knuckleheads. Let's see. Okay, so this is my OC that is like the rival to LaFay. Has a scorpion aesthetic, whereas LaFay has a snake aesthetic, so they're kind of a rival covens, if that makes sense. But Shadija also has a twin called Nikisha. I still haven't come up with like a design that I like for her yet, but I feel like I've said that before. This one was cake planning for my sister. She really likes Gahatia from Final Fantasy 14. I was like writing down what I needed and trying to get a feel for it. This is my first time ever decorating a cake, by the way, so. And then we also made like a red herring Pikachu cake, and then the like big Gaha cake, and then so we had extra batter, so I made cupcakes. And my brother-in-law and our friend and my little sibling all like tried to decorate the cupcakes. So it's just a lot to go around. I think it came out as a success. And then more con planning. Outfit. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the Sakura Matsuri with my friend, and I had all these things that I wanted to do and make and everything, and like none of it happened because it was cold and rainy. It's super windy. And then my dad was like, "You look like you're Amish." And I'm like, "No, stop." So I think we just met up, walked around DC for a bit, and then went to go get milk tea, and then spontaneously started watching Everything Everywhere All at Once at the theater nearby. It's always a good time when I get to see my friends. Still trying to plan out, I don't know if I had it in my other sketchbook, but in this one I'm trying to do merch planning. Yeah, and then I just bought like a pack of crayons at work because I was working retail for a bit to like fill the gap of my resume between COVID. This is all me venting about some stuff at SakuraCon, so we're not gonna show that. And these are the other stickers that I was trying to do, like, you know, like knife, utensils, spoons, frying pan for Xiangling, stuff like that. And maybe I'll get around to it. And then I picked up a crap ton of washi tape from Daiso. I think I went to Daiso 2 or 3 times during my entire trip at SakuraCon. And then Sunny Purisco, I think he debuted last year. Or the whole Noctix debuted last year, and I liked Sunny just because someone made an animation of him like being like feral, and it was really, really funny. So I decided to start like kind of passively watching. I wouldn't call him like an Oshi, but he is one of the ones that I listen to more often than the others. I was trying to make a pillow where the shape is a light bulb since his hair is like highlighter yellow. I think I was also trying to make stickers, sheet planning, like with his expressions. That I did finish, but I don't think I posted them in the sketchbook. Outfit planning for Germany, I think? Something like that. Trying to plan out prints for Noctix and Luxium, I think. Like this one was supposed to be Noctix where they're all like kind of like posed around a car, and then there's like the city in the background, and then Luxium is supposed to look like they're coming out of like their like front row of a fashion show, but I never got around to Luxium and I never finished that. Story of my life. And so many things that I had to block out. This is what happens when you use your journal as like a part diary. So this is Dokomi. I went to Dusseldorf in June, and my friend, I had made a friend in a previous fandom like over 10 years ago, and so we finally got to meet like face to face in real life, and it's like super awesome because, you know, whenever you're meeting a friend for the first time, you're always like, oh, I wonder if we'll be actually like vibe in real life, and it turns out we like got on. We could not stop talking till like 2 in the morning. So it sounds about right. And then because most con, since it's an international con and there's so many different people from different countries coming to Dokomi, they all had signs about what languages they could speak, and they had little color flags for like, you know, if they could speak Spanish or if they could speak like German, stuff like that. And since I'm not multilingual confidently, I just wrote, you know, sorry for being a filthy illegal. I drew the American flag and people thought it was so funny. So I kept it and I put it in my little journal. And then I got this like month-long ticket for €9 from the tourist center. So I was able to just take the train. Like, I think I was only there for like a week and a half or something like that. But instead of paying like 5 or 7 every single day, I could just pay the one for the whole month. Even though that was overkill. And this is the artist ticket. The thing that baffled me was that they didn't have like plastic badges. They had just pieces of paper, like you had just your printout. That was your badge. So if you wanted to use the bathroom and they had artist-only stalls, you had to just flash the piece of paper. So some people were putting pieces of paper into these like plastic name tag protector things, and I was like, okay, I wish I'd known to bring one. And then I rode the Rhine term before? I think before. Yeah, I think I did all my touring before my friend showed up. So I went to the top of the tower, and then my friend drew a non-dominant hand child. And yeah, Dokomi was just like so inspiring. I'm wondering if I can like overload maybe some clips of me walking around the convention. I didn't film that often, but it was a fun time. Like the art there, you're meeting artists from like all over Europe, and it's so inspiring. And I think it initially started off as like an original only convention, and then they started allowing fan art, I think, from what my friend told me. So there's like still a lot of original art being sold, and the quality's really good. And it's like, it had a whole different vibe from American cons in my experience. But yeah, I really wish I could go back. And then, this is one of the gifts that someone at Dokomi gave me. They drew Sylvain and Child, but wearing each other's outfits. And then there's the little pillow vase. So it was really, really sweet. I wanted to preserve it. At first they gave it to me without they're putting their at on it. So I was like, who are you? And then later they came back and they signed it, I think. So yeah, I was able to get that. And then I made some stickers of the, well, these were not initially stickers, these are keychains. And so I had them in production, but they weren't going to reach me in time. So I made them as stickers to sell at Dokomi. But I really, really like the colors in them. I feel like in my previous vlog, I think I told you guys about how my baby cousin was like, your colors are boring. And I was like, you're right. Okay, I get it. So I like have been trying to include more colors in my work, and I think it's paying off. Thanks, baby cousin. But yeah, this one is my most popular one as a keychain. Like everyone really, really likes to buy the Fulgur one and Uki. Like, even though I think the colors for like Alvin and Sunny I think are okay, but I guess these two are the most popular, which is fair because the ship. I think I drew this while I was talking to my baby cousin actually. I think we were both drawing like OCs, and so I decided to take the tropes that I like drawing in like merfolk use and just apply it to an OC, just like the whole sewn up gills thing and just the scars and the traumatized burn. Because I love an edgy bastard. The name that I initially gave him, I didn't think suited him, so I actually gave that name to my Warrior of Light because I started Final Fantasy recently. I'm still only level 16 though, I'm a baby. And yeah, so I think I was using this like watercolor crayon that I have, and I was just fooling around, but I think it still turned out okay. And we went to see Elvis Con display. I tried using my white Posca on a black like construction paper, and that was terrible. That was a terrible idea. This is like, you can't see it, I don't think. It's like the glittery black ink I was talking about before. I refilled the pen again and tried to draw with it because I saw another artist that I admired with like drawing with just fountain pens, and I was like, I want to do that. But yeah, I think it clotted again. I'm planning out suitcase planning for Southwest. Earlier in the year, I was like hired by a friend to sell for them at Magfest, and since she came from California, she couldn't take back some of her suitcases, so I was like, oh, I'll bring them during AX because I'll have like 3 knuckleheads with me, and we'll have Southwest, so it's 2 suitcases per person. So, and that was, I can't post the picture because it's got our faces on it, but there were just so many suitcases in the lift that like one of our like friends, like you couldn't see them, like they were just completely covered in suitcases. So I hope that we don't ever have to do that again. And then my OC Witch Hunter, I just wanted to do like a minimalist kind of thing with just half the pages being used. And stock mounts, I think. Yeah, more stock. Yeah, just stock. And then outfit planning for AX, I think. This spread is so messy. I was trying to like catalog what was happening during AX, and then just so much was happening. Like that, my sister's sticker is very like accurate because that con, at the end of it, there was a self-reporting COVID like tracker thing. So it had like a list of all the tables, and you could put like green if you tested negative, yellow if you're sick but no you tested negative but you're still sick, and then red if you tested positive. And me and my friend were both the green squares surrounded by red. Like we were just fighting for our lives. We're like, ah! See, I wrote down the ad that they put on the sticker, on the back of the sticker, but I looked it up and it didn't lead to anything, so I'm sorry. I think this one belongs to Dag, Professor Dag. And these are my friend Vi's stickers. She had them as keychains, and I have them on my car keys for Sunny. Yeah, she gave me all the stickers. Went to see Thor. See, my brother-in-law has a platinum membership with a theater nearby, and so he's always trying to like rack up enough points to get platinum for the next year, so we're just like forced into watching like a gazillion movies. And then I tried to use Poscas on construction paper, and it sucked, and I think I killed my Poscas, so never again. And then TechoCon happened a few weeks after AX, and my friend flew in to Pittsburgh. Yeah, my dad and I rented a car and we drove up and stayed at a hotel nearby. We did a lot of like tourist stuff. I feel like it was mostly just me writing and not like putting things in. More of my Witch Hunter OC. And then these are stickers are old, but oh yeah, this is my friend's signs. If she plans to throw them away, I'm just like, please, let me have it, please. This one's old. This one's from March, but we're in June. More OC print planning. I ended up using some of the concepts later on this year because I got accepted to Otaku off the wait list, and so I was like, what do I draw for the 50/50? I'm not showing my birthday spread because obviously that has like people's names and stuff. And then Crunchyroll Expo happened. That one was in August, so it was like right after Echo by like a couple weeks, 1 or 2. But it's fine. It's fine. The weather there is really nice. We got to meet some of the little like stray kittens and stuff that she tries to take care of. And then this is some of the stuff from Crunchyroll Expo. Crunchyroll Expo was really like cool. Like it was my first time being accepted to the con. And then my friend got accepted, and then my other friend got accepted off the wait list, I think. So it was just like, I don't know if it's like 18 feet. Just like me, my friend, and then my other friend. And then I stopped by this booth to pick up some gifts for my sibling, my sister, and her husband. And these guys are really cool because they saw me holding like a bunch of stuff, and like they were like, do you need a bag? And then I was like, no, I'm okay. And then I moved further down the booth, and another person at that booth was like, do you need a bag? And I was like, no, I'm okay. I was like moving further down the booth, and then another guy was like, do you need a bag? And I was like, no, this is fine. And then I think at the end of the booth, some of the guys from the earlier had come over and be like, ask her if she needs a bag. And I'm like, no. And then they like gave me like Pokemon card packs and stuff. And they were just really cool dudes. And so I like took a selfie with them because I was like, you know, I like you guys. Yeah, the fun people you meet at conventions. So yeah, I'd say if you're in the area, go stop by and say hi to these guys. They're really cool. And then later on, after the con, me and my friend go to the California Academy of the Sciences because I've been itching to go to a planetarium for some reason. But I think there's some in where I live, but I remember when I was in like kindergarten, one of our field trips was to the planetarium, which is kind of bonkers because I lived in the deep south. And I was like, they have a planetarium? But yeah, I really wanted to experience that again, so we went there, and it has like the, I don't even know what to call it. Like they have the green area for the birds and the bugs. And then they have the aquarium part, and then they have the planetarium part. So we didn't even get to see everything because it was just so big and there were so many things to do. Then my witch hunter in different clothes, I guess. I think I was just drawing. Then I had drawn Vesper and Magni stickers to make, I think initially I was going to make keychains. Oh, no. These were just meant purely as stickers because they were like, Jesus, this is shaking so much. I was making stickers for fun. But yeah, sad to see that they graduated. I drew this at Crunchyroll. I was trying to get used to drawing with my multi-liners, I think. Still trying to turn my mom's phrases into a shirt idea. Still. And you're going to see that continue on. And then I got COVID. So this is like the start of my COVID doodles. Some of these are COVID doodles, like this one, I think. And these. Yeah, so I started drawing because, like, yeah, you can see the, like, this is all the things I ate and did, like, I guess, while in COVID. Yeah, I either got it from Fatburger or I got it from Barnes & Noble or I got it from someone because I always still wear my mask as often as I can. And that was my first time having COVID. And since I was already triple vaxxed, if I had not been vaxxed, I have a very high feeling that I probably could have ended up in the ICU just because my symptoms were bad. And it was very stressful because I caught the COVID right before my mom and little sibling were meant to go to Korea. So she was like, she kept busting into the room, like offering me food and drinks and stuff, and I appreciate that, but I was like, Mom, you can't, like, even if you have a mask on, you can't be in here. She's like, it's okay, Mom, you have a mask. I'm like, that's not how it works, Mom. And surprisingly, I guess we were very, very lucky that she did not catch COVID from me. And they were able to get on their flight, but that was like a whole other deal because like the K visa from my younger sibling didn't get like made, so we were like that close for them to miss their flight. So that whole thing was stressful. And I had tested negative like the day before they were set to fly out, so I was able to go and help them because it was like, I don't know, I'm very like OCD about the process of getting ready for a flight, especially if it's someone that I'm like worried about because maybe they're a little bit just like they haven't experienced solo international travel before. I mean, my mom has, but my younger sibling has never done it solo. So I was very worried. But they made it, and they were there for like 3 months. So I guess it turned out fine. These stickers I ordered before I caught COVID, and they arrived after, like, while I was sick. So I was able to put them in. But I love her. I think I saw her videos on YouTube, and then I saw the little orange sticker, so I decided to buy it. So I think she has YouTube. More of the utensils. See, I'm still sick, so this is me trying to like make use of my sick time, and because I was stuck in my bedroom the entire time for like 7 days, so I was trying to come up with merch ideas in the meantime. This is one of the finished stickers for the idea. I don't know if I drew it previously, but that's one of them. Then I'm trying to do more original stuff. Yeah, I wanted to do like a bad apple kind of sticker. Go back to my like edgy little roots. So maybe I'll actually render it. And then I drew Witch Hunter while sick. And then more OC buttons, except for the Persona lads. Witch Hunter again. I spilled water while I was trying to like color. So I didn't have my colors when I was sick. I just had like my pencil, my eraser, my liners. And I think that was it. So I was drawing and then I went back in and used color later. So all of like that it wasn't like black and white up until I got out. So I think I spilled water at some point and then it blotted. So I was coming up with OCs. Oh, I came up with an OC couple where you can never see their face. They're always being obscured by balloons, but there's like always like cameras trying to like get a look at them because, you know, something about the spectacle. Just doing other ideas for original stuff. And then a really old OC, his name is Alessandro. This was during the area of like, if you remember like Air Gear, like Akito from Air Gear, like that kind of aesthetic was very popular back then on DeviantArt. And so I had created an OC and he kind of had that aesthetic. So I tried to like bring him to the present with a little bit of that. So he seems very inappropriate, I guess, but he's not a bad guy. He's kind of a bad guy. As I was drawing, or as I was testing, I was drawing the results and how frustrated I was. And then the final one, where I was like, yeah. Like, I only felt bad for like the first 3 days, and then the rest of the time I was just like pretty normal for the most part, besides like the dry coughing and not being able to smell. That part was the most scary part to me. It was like just slowly, gradually, everything stopped smelling. It took like a week after, I think, for my sense of smell to come back. I think I almost cried when it did. And then I got my postcard that came with the other stickers. Oh, and then the Totalia zine came in. The Riptide, I think. Yeah, Raging Tide zine came in while I was sick. So I put some of the like stickers and stuff in here. And then Zap had some sort of sticker deal, so I was trying to like come up with stickers to fulfill that. Oh yeah, Pepto-Bismol, memo pad art, trying to come up with stuff. And then I started using my brush pen because I was like, you know what, I really like Korean calligraphy, but I don't know if I'm actually good at it. So I tried to take a phrase that my mom said to my brother-in-law because he was complaining about school. And so I was trying to like make it, like do some sort of good looking like calligraphy that I could like transfer to a sticker or a shirt. And means like you learn until you die, which I think is hilarious. But yeah, I think I was drawing this at Anime USA. I think I was just at the table board. Yeah, 10-12. Yeah, so I was at the table board. My friends did come to visit, but in the downtime. Yeah. Oh, I think I tried to previously film, and then this is where I stopped. So I must have been speedrunning when my phone died. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to like feature my mom and someone else, or just my mom. But yeah, AUSA, all that. AUSA is good. It's kind of, they accept me usually. So I go and it's like nice to see friends in the area. They moved to the Hyatt Regency, I think, or the Hyatt Crystal City. So I didn't get to go this year because I had to relinquish my table due to like stuff happening. So I actually need to contact them to get my refund. Either that or ask them if I could get bumped up to next year. So I was drawing my OCs. So she finally got a name. So Kasmir got a name finally. And then Lefei's little sister doesn't have a name yet. I forget. But obviously, so Lefei has an older sibling and a younger sibling. Gior is their older sibling, and then they have a little sister. And then we went to the Renfest. It was just me and my sister, her husband, and my dad. I don't think my younger sibling went with us, but that was pretty fun. Yeah. Oh, one of the big stickers I made. So I had this one printed with sweet stickers, and I guess they have a habit of like giving you like your order and then like one really big one. So I have one of these that's like that big, and my friend's like, put it on your sticker, put it on your sketchbook. I'm like, it's too big. And then I made a red bean bread and a dumpling sticker. So I was trying to, I still want to make the croquette one. So I want to start making like, I guess, other things too, not just fan art all the time. So this is my baby attempt at that. It is very funny though, because like when people talk to you and they really like, when they come to your booth and they're like, oh yeah, but you know that they don't want to buy any of your fan art. They buy the original sticker. Which is really, like, I'm so flattered that they would still actually buy anything at all, because no pressure. If anyone stops at my booth to chat, they're not pressured to buy anything. Like I don't want to pressure anyone to do that. But it is very funny that they go for the dumpling sticker, because that's like the safe zone. Like, oh yeah, can I get that, please? And then Kumori-con. This is in Portland, Oregon. Me and my other friend. So we made like a tour plans to go see is it the Olympia River Gorge? There was a tour and we went to go on it. And I think at the end of that first day, we'd gotten like 19,000 steps. It was kind of bonkers. So yeah, our shuttle driver, he was like recommending us places to go. Passes, these are some of our stickers. We went to this restaurant, but I don't think we ordered the right things because it was kind of like not our taste. The cabbage, I think it was like beef and cabbage or like pork and cabbage stew. I liked it a lot because it reminds me of like a Korean dish. And we got Starbucks like nonstop. Every morning it was an acai refresher. And then I tried to take commissions while there. Oh, and then 5 a.m. the lift was $130. Bonkers. ANYC. Okay, so yeah, my friend and I both got accepted to Anime NYC last year, and so I didn't have enough stuff at the time. I told my sister to give me or she was going too, because last year they let you buy, you'll get your artist badge and you got 3 extra badges that you could buy. So I bought one for my sister, her husband, and our friend. And so I was doing back planning for that, because we have to take the lift to the Union and then take Union to New York. And so I had to make sure that we could carry that many bags. This is the little OCD part that comes in. It's just trying to plan this all in advance. You can see that her husband is very compact. He only brings a backpack. He just has this very big military backpack and he just shoves everything inside of it. And I don't know how he does it. And then ANYC was pretty fun. The only downside was that those 2 knuckleheads got COVID. And I drew my OCs. I feel kind of sad because she's so orange because I used the wrong tone for my watercolor palette. I'm sorry guys. So yeah, this is my ANYC spread. These are stickers from, well, not these. These are stickers from Kumori-con. This one is so funny. At this point, where I'm at when I go to cons is I buy stickers that make me laugh, or I buy things that are unique. If it catches my eye, I'm like a little bird. So if it's sparkly and cool, or if it makes me laugh, then I might buy it. And then yeah, so we took the metro once, because I wanted to go to Yoseka Stationery. Muko Bunny had a New York sticker sheet as a bonus if you bought stuff. So it had the pizza, the rat, and then the taxi driver. Got to go at Yoseka. I picked up a sticker from Radia. So I was super, that's mainly the reason why I wanted to. I wanted to see Yoseka for this first time, and also support the YouTuber that I really like. And then there were just things that happened. Oh, my brother-in-law was cosplaying Critical. And this one guy thought that he was actually Critical and took a selfie with him. It was really, I was like, oh, because he's like, oh man, my girlfriend loves your videos. Can I get a selfie to send it to her? And so they did it. I was just like, oh man, she's going to be so bad at him. And then at the end, when we come back to Union, at the end of the trip, the first lift guy we call, he takes a look at all 4 of us in our bags. And he's like, no. And he just leaves. So I was mad, but it was also kind of funny. And then, yeah, my friend got COVID afterwards, so I was really bummed about that because it felt like everyone keeps getting COVID. Oh, because at ANYC, my other friend got COVID too. So that's the finished sticker of the You Learn Until You Die. So I had these made. These were supposed to be tie-up charms, but the style was, I think I explained it in a previous vlog. The styles were kind of chibi, so I didn't think it worked as well. So I made them stickers. And the mom sticker. So the Moko no Gojago. This one is really funny because nowadays I have this at my table and people are like, oh my god, I thought my mom was here, because they relate to this. So yeah, I'm glad that one's good. That one has a good reception. And I reprinted an old charm that I made back in 2014, 2015, because this one is still it's still cute. I still like it. It's still good. It's still good. It's my baby. Some people think, if they don't know about Haikyuu, they think he's the main character because of the sticker. And I'm like, no, he's not, unfortunately. So since I was working retail, obviously you get discounts. So I bought, I started buying, I think I bought my first Prismacolor tin of colored pencils because I'd never had an actual tin. I would buy single pencils when I was younger. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna get a tin. So I did. I think it's, 36 count. My baby cousin was like, oh yeah, they have these Skate the Infinity sticker at Hot Topic. And I was like, what? So I finally went to Hot Topic after I don't really go there that often because a lot of stuff doesn't appeal to me anymore, but I wanted the Skate the Infinity stickers. And to Saint Avatar, sticky note doodles from work, trying to show my friend, my coworker, that Bic pens, the little rollerball pens, are still the ultimate drawing material. Like that. The Night Owl saw that. was a Korean movie. It's like a mystery. It was good. It was pretty good. It was pretty tense, but it was good. Oh, and when we went to see the menu, there was like this like rumbling noise halfway through the movie, and I didn't realize until like the movie was almost over that some old guy had like fallen asleep and was snoring. And then this one, it was just all Korean people, and I was like the only one who was like not full Korean. I had like the little crimping scissors that I bought, so I like just decided to cut some of the pages. Oh, I used this service in the past to like order davinci if like I can't get it through any other like buyer service. This one's like kind of one I've been using for over 5 years, recommended by a friend. So they like send me a postcard every holiday season. Oh, so this is a New Year card. Okay, so this was for this year, so I'm guessing I might get one for next year. These are, I think, sticker sheet ideas. That's the Weeb budget stickers. It's like based off that one Twitter meme. It's like help me budget, and then like everything's normal, and then that one item is like $3,000. I see a Megan in theaters. Megan was pretty good. It was like Chucky but funny. And then this was drawn during a chat with my baby cousin, so I saw a picture of these, and I thought they were like knockoffs, but then I realized that they were real, like a real collaboration between 7-Eleven and Crocs. So I waffled on it for like a solid month, and then finally bought them because they're so funny. Like every time I put them on, they made me smile. And then I was drawing like OCs and just patterns and fooling around with color. This is around the time where I tried to actually do color theory, I think, or like match colors. So it's like blue, cool colors, and then orange. So more doodles of like OCs. I wanted to make a Leo monkey kind of mascot. So it's like a combination of like a Leo and the constellation Leo and the horoscope monkey from like the different zodiacs. It just mostly looks like a very fluffy lion. This is another OC. She's a family member of Casimira, and it started off as just like a drawing, but then she kept showing up in my sketchbook. So I was like, you know what, you're an OC now. More pencil doodles on. So at this time I was still working retail, so I was drawing like just on post-it notes all the time. These are drawn with makeup. I think this is like an old eyeliner or eyebrow pencil, and this is like an old eyeliner from like years ago. It's like pencil drawings. Wanted to get into bookmaking because I had a lot of extra paper left over from art school, like sketchbooks, like very large art pages. So I wanted to like cut them down to size and then make sketchbooks out of them. It didn't end up happening, but maybe someday. So this is around the time that I got into otaku journaling from like watching Korean otaku journaling videos. I'll see if I could find the channel that I like the most, but their spreads are always so like beautiful. So I wanted to like play around with the stickers that I've accumulated. So I drew like a Dimitri Sylvain kind of spread. So after like, obviously the momentum to like finish the sketchbook is getting higher. So I'm like trying to just draw and get this done. So this is kind of one of those like free drawing pages. And then this one, I think I went to campus with my sister and her husband. Some other OCs. And then my OC again. I saw a YouTuber drawing a character holding something, and I was like, I want to draw a character holding something. And then it looks really not appropriate now, but whatever. It's fun to draw. A sticker sheet from Noctilin on Twitter, I think. This is from the Persona Planner. It's just like an extra sticker sheet that I had, so I was just like, and then I was like going crazy with the crimping scissors. Drawing OC, media OC. This was, I think, also when I started trying to like match colors, or like start doing like the pick 3 colors and work with that. This one, it's such like a silly doodle, but for me it was kind of like the whole like trackers thing, like mental health stuff, or trackers to maintain your mental health, and like how like inconsistent it is, but it's not like a bad thing. More IB art rubric stuff and free drawing. Just I think I drew these while talking to my baby cousin, just like drawing stuff freely and compiling it together. These are it says delusional, so these are Girls Love OCs. The story is a little convoluted, so I won't get into it, but I do want to like work on that. And then this was like, so my baby cousin likes to show me her K-pop albums, and some of the photo books have like photos that look pretty cool. And I was like, oh, the hole in the hedge is pretty cool. So I tried to draw that while we were chatting, I think. Just sketching stuff. Oh yeah, so like making shapes and then drawing inside of them. And then a child Genshin Impact spread with a little bit of Zhongli. And then, so at Dokomi I got to meet, on one handle is Tricky Wagon, but I think I just knew her initially as Sush, but yeah, she was at Dokomi as well. So I bought like a bunch of stuff from her and decided, and her Kisses in June series hadn't been debuted yet. So I made like a spread to kind of just like get excited for it. So I was trying to do the whole like color matching with like the blue, purple, and yellows. Yeah, so that one was really fun to just make like weeb spreads, I guess. This one was made by my friend Molara. She made these to pass out at Katsucon, I think, but then also I think sold like at SakuraCon this year because she shared her table with me. And so this was Katsucon this year. I printed out these 3 as like stickers to pass out, but then I ended up only passing them out to friends. Yeah, and so my brother-in-law got all his friends to dress up as Critical, and they were just like wooing everywhere. Like they couldn't walk 2 steps without people being like, "Can I get a photo?" And then they would woo, and then they'd walk 2 steps, get a photo. They'd have to woo, and then apparently they got talked to by the police. Someone called the cops on them for wooing too hard, and I'm wondering if it's safe for me to post the photo. But yeah, so my brother-in-law was like, "Ooh, maybe we shouldn't do that again." But yeah, I got to hang out with my friends. It was only for one day, but it was really fun. And this is a green spread. I guess I was just drawing. I think anytime there's like a free spread, this is usually because I'm like chatting with somebody. And then there was one YouTuber who like cut a window in her sketchbook, and I was like, I want to cut a window. So I like had to draw something on the other side of it. Yeah, so it looks kind of messy. And then I got these like Crayola brights, and I really liked how bright the laser lemon was. I drew like the things I want to do when I quit my job page, because my job is very like physical in that I was like just lifting like heavy things. I was breaking my nails every single day. I was getting cuts and scrapes all the time. Like it was just like very physical job, and I was getting very tired of the psychic damage I was taking from customers. So I was like, these are all the things I want to do. Not that I did everything, but then I drew my OC. Actually, I went to a cafe for this, so I don't know if I have like, I recorded myself drawing this at a cafe, and I was probably sweating the whole time, and then I didn't post it. So there's like a bazillion hours of like footage I feel like that I've never shared because I'm too nervous to edit. But I like cut out the thing and then made a spread of like, and I tried to pull out all the camera stickers that I had to kind of like do the whole like they're trying to see who they look like thing. Was the Crayola and Posca pens. There was like a thing about like a shape and then drawing like a silhouette within the shape. I thought that was cool, so I tried to do it, and then somehow it was like carnival mask and some gesture drawings. I hadn't done gestures in a while, and I didn't do anatomy, so I felt a little rusty. I think it says Kamito Katachi. Okay, I wanted to make a sticker sheet with like the No Thoughts head gummy, but I don't know if that makes sense. Or like a shaker term, I don't know. I think I tried to write down all the ideas. And then my friend was like, yeah, you want to share? Like, can I, like, do you want to go with me to SakuraCon? I'll share my table with you. Because she was getting back into conventions. And so, it's like, just planning for SakuraCon. I don't know if they had an originals mandate. I think it was like, you could have 100% fan art, but I really wanted to, like, buff up on original stuff. And then, I thought I was so smooth coming up with this color combination, and then I realized later that it was like the same colors as 7-Eleven. So I'm not that original. But it is funny that it kind of matches up with him. And then some more free drawing. I tried to draw my OC as a furry. I don't know how well it went. I think that one was okay. So yeah, I left my job at the end of March. So this was part of that whole like things I want to do when I quit my job was get a manicure, because I've never had a manicure done before. My nails are like crap right now. I did get a manicure in April, and I think I got them all the way up until July, and then I let my nails like breathe because they took some serious damage from dip powder. But yeah, I was like free drawing. For all the damage I was taking at work. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I think I still have some scrapes on my arms from like merchandise that attacked me. Since Witch Hunter's theme is like red and white and yellow, and I guess black because of his turtleneck. I wanted to do something alternate, so like I made it pink and blue. So I don't think that like the colors match, but just him being there isn't that good. Oh, and so this is the mirror OC. So I think oh wait, this is us playing Pathfinder for the first time, I think. So I played a pre-gen character. So I just kept the sheet, I taped it in, and then I drew like thing. So it kind of overlaps. So it looks like he's angry, but he's normal. And then there's the drawing with the guy. There's nothing under here though. I just like wanted to get into layering, I guess, layering. So that's why this is so like chunky. And then the final, these are things that I drew at the cafe. So I wanted like just a brown, I guess, aesthetic. And I used like this craft paper notebook that my friend sent me a long time ago. And then obviously this wasn't drawn at the end. I just had it there in the back. And then like in my previous sketchbook, I just like run colors along the back just to test them out. So I figured as the colors get layered, it would look kind of cool. But in the end, I didn't do that. So it's just the end. But, oh, and there's another sticker. But yeah, this sketchbook was really fun. It was nice to like just see how like girthy it is. The spine is all flaky. But yeah, this one I'm very happy with. It's just like being able to kind of like play around and explore and get used to things. The only downside is the dot grid made everything look busy, and so without the dot grid, and my spreads don't look as like jumbled. I gotta get used to that again. And that's like not my only sketchbook that I finished in the time period that it took for me to film another vlog. I have this Stillman and Burn sketchbook, this tiny little thing that I picked up from a local art shop, and I only looked into it because I saw another YouTuber. I think her channel goes by Mini Smalls or something. She's a UK YouTuber, and I like her, the way she talks and the way she goes about her art making is very like calming. I enjoy watching her vlogs or even just listening to them. And so I decided to give the Stillman and Burn sketchbook a try. And so I said, I bought it 2018, started 2018. Like, no, I didn't. I did actually, but I tore those pages out. So I started in 2022. So like I finished this one and then I was gonna finish my other one, but then I was like, you know how you make plans for a sketchbook and then you're like, no, actually I don't want to do that. So I was messing around because this paper is thick. And so I decided to try to be more experimental with it. Started using Copics a lot more because this paper could actually handle it. And then very rough Kaya, because I was just testing out materials that I'd gotten for free from Dokomi. And this was a Copic. I had like 4 Copics, I think, that I'd picked up in Japan in 2017. So I still have those Copics. So I tried to do a drawing with what limited colors I had. And this one was 2022, so around last year. I wanted to do where you paint and then you put washi tape on top of that and then you paint again, so you create kind of a layer. And then I had some like big plans to just like do a whole border art and inside art, but that never actually happened, so I just drew these and called it a day. Warrior of Light Bunny, the line art looked so much better, and then I added color and it sucked. He looks so like, I don't know, the way that the colors blend, it just didn't work out. So it's not great, but it's okay. Mistakes happen. Yeah, I'm glad I took a picture of the liner before I colored it. And then I did, this was last year, so I bought the Inkfet 2022 calendar. So like every day you open a little door and there's a little bottle of ink. So this was day 1. I used a nib with it, and then the others, I think I still use a nib. Oh, and then I bought a pack of like skin colored Copics, because I really wanted to like expand on the range of colors that I have for skin tone, especially since, you know, my Warrior of Light is brown. Some gesture drawings with some gouache that I bought. Then these are other days for the Inkfet calendar. Some of them have shimmer to it, and then some of them have like a smell. So, don't know if it's visible. So these are very rushed. I would like put them in the cap, like a tiny little cap. I would take a dollop and then I would just draw as fast as possible and then like blot the rest of it with a water brush. And then the rest of the days, can't tell which one had shimmer and which one doesn't. This was right. Oh, so this one was the Marosi, and then this one I think is kind of visible. Right over there is like a dense pocket of glitter. I'm still trying to get used to drawing with ink. Like, I'm so used to just drawing with multi-liners, and you can't really blot those unless you're using an ink that isn't fast. And then this was like Copic fooling around with Copics, just trying to like play with the colors and see how they like interact with each other. So some of my Copics are really old. They like had a very weird drawing effect on the other side. Oh, I bought one of those Molotov markers. It wasn't as shimmery as I thought it would be, so sucks that I paid as much money for it as I did. Then my Warrior of Light. He is darker than this. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you see a Kinuani Toki, I think I'm Curl. I'm on Curl, so if you see a Kinuani Toki on Curl, yeah, that's me. I'm a baby. And then testing paint. I think this is more gouache that I gouache and Posca. And playing with Copics again. There was a YouTuber that does like these like Bishonen Copic art drawings, and I'm like, I want to do that. And then I ended up not drawing. I think I was talking to my baby cousin when I was drawing this. But yeah, I was trying to do the whole like hair gradient with Copics thing. And then I added, I think, a little bit of colored pencil. And then I think I tried to use a little bit of gouache. And then I think I like squeezed it too hard and it just like, so I had to like scramble to use all of it. So I ended up just like with this whole spread of yellow for a while, and I didn't do anything to it. And I was getting kind of annoyed. So I was like, you know what, just gonna draw some noodles. So I drew noodles and then the other noodle. I got a marker set from work that I don't really like, but I was still trying to find a way to use it. So I was trying to draw trees, and I was like trying to figure out how the material is layered, I guess. So like Poscas versus these pens and stuff like that. But yeah, just a tree study. And then the Girls Love OCs. I'll get to their story eventually. Actually, okay, I tried to do the hair gradient thing with her where it's like a purplish to gray and then yellow to pink. Then some gesture free drawings, and then I was gonna try to come up with like a Pathfinder character, but then I never really got around to it. But I mean, he exists now, I guess. I wanted to do a solid black background again. That's what I wanted to do. And the characters again, it sucks because the black leaked in from here. I'm so sad about that. But yeah, I was trying to figure out how to put 4 characters on a page and then match the colors. So my coworker actually was the one who like told me like, oh, you should use like colors on this line. And I think by now I had a lot more Copics. I was gonna have something fill this area and then never got around to it, so I just left it. So it's a sheep and a wolf. And someone on, see, I don't even remember, I think it was either Pinterest or YouTube, but someone was doing like patches of the color again with characters, and then I was like, you know what, I want to do that. So OC time. And then old OCs, I think I put them in my other sketchbook, the ink and blot thing. This is old like gouache, and this is like Crayola marker, but I'm trying to like use up my materials. I think this is probably leftover brown from like this, probably. And then Casimira and her family member. So when I did the OCs, there were 4 familiars, and one of them did not have like a master, like a maestro or a witch, I guess. And it was just a question mark. And so I decided, like, you know what? Her. It makes sense. Sometimes OCs just like slot into place. And then some free draw. I was using up old dried out markers at work because I had got a new job by now. So I was using like old materials that had dried out, and I was like forcing them. And then some free drawing. This one I'm actually very happy with. Like I tried like a thing with like with phase like a little bit of purple, and it came out I think pretty well. I'm really happy with that. And then like the little like details in the back. I don't know. This one I actually was waiting on my mom to get her hair done because I was her designated driver. So I went to the library across from the salon and just like had all my supplies laid out, and I was just doodling. But yeah, this one came out pretty well, I think. This is my one of my favorites from this sketchbook. And I'm glad I did it on like an actual spread page, so it lays flat for the most part. And then more free drawing / experimentation. For this one, I had like that watercolor crayon, so I was making like splotches and then trying to draw like morning glories in different stages of like unfurling. Mer OC, treading the water. I was drawing like the different types of like shark tails, just started layering colors, I guess. And then this one is hard to show, like, because the inside. I wanted to cut out a piece of the sketchbook, so I like tried to cut this paper is thick, so I tried to cut out the puzzle shapes. And this is the Marosi again. This is also the ink from the ink vet calendar. I don't think it doesn't have glitter, but it has like this like bluish part to it in certain parts. I don't know how to like purposefully make that happen, but I really like the effect, so I was playing around with it. And that's the balloon OCs. I don't know what to call them. The faceless balloon couple. I didn't want anyone to think that like the cardigan guy, I'm just gonna say it, I didn't want anyone to think that the cardigan guy was like the uke. So I was like, oh, like they can forcefully like, you know, pull them forward by the jacket and kiss, but you can't see that because I didn't draw it. And then I wanted to make a sticker sheet with this croquette, yeah. In Korean, it's like kuroket, but yeah, I had this like little doodle that I kept drawing, so I wanted to like play with the gouache and Poscas. I think that one's the cutest one. It's this little guy. So maybe I'll make it into a sticker sheet, and people will immediately think it's a chicken nugget. I think this is the last one. So this one didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, because I was layering a Copic on top of colored pencil, and so there's like, it's like not great. So that was my fault, but I still like the liner. So this is like a vampire. Oh, actually, so it's the same. So this guy is that guy, I think, or this is him later, and I think this is him before. There's like vampire gets stuck in a coffin placed at the bottom of a waterfall. So obviously he can't get out, and he's got the dagger stuck in his chest, so he can't move. So he's just like paralyzed there. He's not dead, he's just paralyzed for like years. And then there's like some idea that I've been trying to work on, so yeah, sucks for him. And then yeah, so I decided to use, I think, a shimmery brush pen that I bought, I think at Yoseka Stationery, and just draw like something to propel me forward. And then I finished this a couple months ago. It doesn't feel like it, feels like longer than that. But yeah, I wanted to keep this just in case I wanted to buy another one of these. But yeah, I really like this sketchbook. It's very thick, so I feel like I have to like experiment with it, or like be very like purposeful with my material. Like I wouldn't be able to just buy this for colored pencils. Yeah, I think this one is also just as chunky as this one, and I'm very pleased with the turnout. And I hope that I'm working on 2 different sketchbooks right now, technically 3, but one of them I'm not super pleased with because the paper's really crappy. So I'm like tempted to just abandon that one. It's like this really tiny one I bought like 10 years ago. I haven't actually drawn in my sketchbook in a very long time because I've just been busy with like work and convention planning and just everything in general. I haven't touched my other sketchbook in probably a month or 2. I hope that I can get back into it. It's like when you save materials to do like a spread for an event, and then you don't do that spread, and then you get like locked from drawing further because you want to do the spread first before you do the rest of the drawing. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So I'm like gatekeeping my own self from making progress on my sketchbooks. I have so many, and I think I still bought more on my birthday, so RIP myself. But yeah, as I finish them, I will try to share them. Hopefully this wasn't too chaotic or weird. Hopefully this one is like interesting enough. I don't know. This one, it was fun for me, so hopefully it'll be fun for you guys to watch. But yeah, I guess I will keep drawing. You guys keep drawing. Happy New Year. I don't know if I'll post another video until like another 6 months to a year. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if my baby cousin can guilt trip me about it. All right, take care, guys. Make safe decisions. I believe in you. Bye.